Oh, by the way, I know of one Battle Royale game I want to get.
PUBG?
Nope.
Tab G?
Accurate Battlegrounds.
Yeah, Tab G.
It's like PUBG, but derpy.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Jack Boys played it a couple times. Now the Game Grumps have played it, but it's still on, at least on PC. It's still an alpha, and I don't see it having a console release.
I hope it gets a console release. But, like, if I ever get a gaming PC, I'm definitely gonna get that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that. If I have a gaming PC, I'll probably want to get that. Also, I want to get House Flipper. Like, I think I would. Again,
That's another one I want to get. A Slime Rancher.
Yeah, because every time I watch Jack play, it was like I think in like one of his later episodes, like he put like a little basically he had like a double sink on the against the wall, and he had a little kitchenette that popped out, and it put like a fridge towards the front door. It's like, Jackaboy, no, 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 no! You like slide everything down one and put the fridge down at the very end. So you're not. It's basic interior design. But granted, he doesn't. I'll cut us some slack because he does not know interior design because he's not one. But I feel like if you're an aspiring interior artist, that will be your game.
Yeah. I also the console building one where you work on PCs and you work on everyone else's PCs and you can build your own.
Oh yeah, I know Jack really liked playing that one because he confirmed yeah, this is how you do such a thing, and it's basically like building your own PC.
Yeah. Right now I'm playing with a bunch of plebs. We're on wave 20. Like a bunch of rookies, only the best leave at wave 5. So we're just a bunch of plebs over here. You're supposed to freeze. There we go. Ooh, I maxed out the dread. I can get rid of it now. Yay! And I took the least amount of damage. Alright, sending you invite right now.
Thinking about it. It wants to join.
Hey, you're here.
Okay, supposed to say that's taking a while. It's had me worried.
On that screen, you're here, so that's all that matters. So I've done all the credit farming that I've needed to do. All I need is prime parts now. Let me tally up all the prime parts I have. Okay. I have that way I don't accidentally sell my Nick stuff. Okay, so 5, 5, and 3. Left off at Dress. Okay. Five. Five. 4, 4, 3. 4, 4. Oh, better put a 2 there because I'm not selling that next part. I'm definitely not selling that next part. Crap, I couldn't get to him anyway. Let's see here. 5. 5. Oh, 5, 6, 7. 5, 7. And then another 5. So that makes... Okay, it's 13, 14, 11, and 12. Which 27, 23 makes... Wow, exactly 50. I have 50 prime parts right now. And I need 152 by the 7th, which gives me 4 days. I have 4 days to get 100 more prime parts.
Okay, well, basically, if you think about it, almost averages out to about 25 parts a day.
Yeah.
You know, that's also assuming you don't get Forma in one of those drops.
Well, the thing is, if I do it on public, unless all 4 people get Forma, I can get someone else's reward. I don't have to go for Forma.
Oh no, it is. You know, I actually seen. You know, that all happened. You know, everyone got a Forma, which I thought again, because it's more funny than anything, but it's also a possibility too.
It is a possibility, but it's a very rare possibility. By the way, there's another anime I found that you need to watch.
Okay.
If you're interested.
What's the series I must check out?
It's called Space Dandy.
Oh, I've actually heard of it. Actually, it looks pretty good.
It is. It's hilarious. It's got unapologetic fan service, but on top of that, you have really good characters, a really good story. It kind of builds on the multiverse theory.
Okay.
Basically, more times than not, Space Dandy dies at the end of the episode, and then in the next episode, you're given another Space Dandy that's perfectly fine, nothing happened. So my theory is it's the multiverse theory where you get a new dandy each time. Kind of like Rick and Morty.
Okay.
But it's about a dandy guy in space with his space crew in his spaceship in space. That's literally the intro to every episode. It's hilarious. And the music for the intro, well, it's got two intros. Actually, the first intro here, it's kind of got that Gradius 3 kind of music to it. And I'm just oh yeah, I'm getting fucking into this.
Oh, is it like 90s synth?
Yeah, kind of like that. It's just, I'm into this. This is nice. This is my jam. And it goes into the Japanese intro, and just like, oh, I'm not into this. More of the Gradius 3 intro, please. Oh, it does a lot of fourth wall breaks. Love-hate relationship. So the bitch back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what the fuck? It just booted me out of the elevator. Like, I was in the elevator, and then... Nope! Psych! Yeah,
Psych! I'm coming back for you. But yeah, the main character kind of resembles Elvis.
Okay, yeah. Again, I'm vaguely familiar with it.
You found it, Fisher. Look out for reactant.
Like, heck, I might have seen like an episode. Probably, if I did see, I probably seen like, I don't know, like 2 episodes at the very most.
Okay.
And probably not in any order. It was on Toonami, and I didn't feel like changing the channel.
I mean, once you watch like the first episode, you're hooked. Like, there's no like a lot of animes take a while to like an episode or two to kind of get you through the the backstory, whatever. But not Space Dandy. Space Dandy gets you right into it. Like, you're hooked immediately. There is no, hey, backstory, blah blah blah. No, none of that. Is still looking for a home? Okay. Okay, I was about to say, like, if it's still looking for a home, I don't know what to do. Jesus. Surprised that thing lived. Jesus.
Okay, like one anime series I want to get into, but I can't find, outside of Toonami, is one anime series I want to watch is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want to watch it from the beginning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they just started making an English dub of that on Toonami.
Yeah, I know. I know for sure you can watch it in Verb, but it's through Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but Crunchyroll only has like Japanese dubs. You don't have a whole lot of English dubs on Crunchyroll. And I'm not even gonna bother trying to learn Japanese. That shit is beyond me. Like, good for them, they can master their language, but I cannot. My puny brain cannot compute Japanese language.
Hey, like I barely understand Spanish, and Spanish is a fairly simple language.
German's alright. Like, I'm a fundamental German, but like once you get into like teenager type,
like different like regions of Germany, or like German slang.
Oh no, there's not really there's dialects, but the German they teach you is like ancient German, where like nobody uses it. Most people use like Dom's dialect of German, which is like northeastern German dialect.
Okay.
There's a specific name for the dialect, but basically it's the hardest to learn. The spellings are all goofy, and pronunciations are just... You're basically throwing a stone at a wall and hoping it sticks. It's not something you can learn from like a language teaching app. Yeah, like that German definitely requires a teacher. I did like 3 months of learning it through an app, and I just did not learn a damn thing. And Don's like, "Oh, you're learning German," and he like talks German, and you're like, "Hold on, hold on." Why did you throw the dictionary at me? Like, I didn't. All I said was this. It's just like, why does it sound so complicated? But German is cool though, as a language. It's actually very, it rolls off the tongue very well. I just don't understand why I have to put vowel sound, like every single vowel known to man in every single word.
Well, I guess in a sense, that's like our last name. Like our last name. I think it's only missing one vowel, but it's got 4 out of like A, E, I, O, U. So
it's like missing 2, because you can count Y
yeah.
as a vowel as well. So it's missing 2. But you can thank our great-grandpa for that one, because when he came into the U.S., he decided to put the A in white. So that we're not... in his mind, it separated us from the Polish, which that's not how that works. You can't just put an A in the last name, like, okay, there's an A in our last name, therefore, we're not Polish.
Yep, I've heard that story many a time. thanks to Grandma.
Yep, I've heard too. I just don't understand where that kind of thought pattern comes from. It's like you changed one thing about the last name. Why? It just made it more complicated and more feasible for people to butcher.
Well, if you say like our last name, like an actual German, you don't. There's no W. It's actually a V. So it'll be.
Yeah, it's Vice.
Yep.
Yep. You also pronounce B's like Z's. You don't pronounce H's.
Finish your mission to find out.
So like H's are silent.
Yep, H's are silent always. And it's always E before I. That's a general rule of
You mean
German. It's always E before I. Oh God. I guess I'm walking to that one.
beans?
No, Beans meme needs to die. Just the Beans meme makes me want to throw up. It just, way too much with the beans. If I even see baked beans ever again, I'm just gonna automatically start gagging.
Well, I guess you're in for a long Thanksgiving then.
No, no, no. No, beans is not required for Thanksgiving at all.
Okay, I have Cataclysm up. I have Stasis up. Why can I do damage?
You got
to
nullified. The nullifier nullified your cataclysm.
Bro, Cataclysm's still up.
No, it's not. It got nullified.
Okay, now it went away.
No, it got nullified again. There's a nullifier that spawned. Like, they literally just popped out of that ship. There you go. You just cannot catch a break of those nullifiers. Ow! Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. I just had a horrible thought. What if you mix Rickroll with Barbie Girl?
They just get like a techno version of Never Gonna Give You Up.
With a hint of misogyny on top.
The hint of what?
Misogyny.
Oh.
Because, you know, it's assumed that Barbie, since she's a blonde and a girl, that she just parties and that's it.
Well, that's literally how she's marketed.
Misogynistic, man. It's a big no-no. Gotta get PC. Is that a microaggression?
Are you doing something in the background?
No, just the fans are going, that's it. Why?
I'm hearing something. It's like a motorized gear is constantly turning. But that might be
Probably the fan.
Oh, you know what? I think it's my game. Yeah, I think I'm. Yeah, it sounds like you're constantly picking up an item, and you didn't.
Oh shit! I didn't pick up a relic. God damn it! God damn it!
Yeah, I think my game glitched. Oh wait, hold on.
I was itching my nose. I didn't pick a relic. For what reason, my nose is just getting super itchy.
You are going to need more reactant.
Oh, actually, next or at 15 we'll extract because my opticore should be ready.
Oh, okay. Ah, I made that guy's neck snap. He was like chilling on the corner, just doing pot shots, and I jumped up in the air and did a downward thrust and I snapped his neck. It was brutal. Oh shit.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Then put my my Zenostar projectile up. Gotta keep that objective safe. Do you have any viewers?
Nope.
Well, shit. I don't either. Do y'all wait until you have some viewers to talk deep, or you just want to go with it now?
We can go with it now.
Alright.
And I did make my title a little bit more serious. So basically people know what they're getting into when they tune in.
Alright. Anyway, my idea for the stream to, talk about, like, emotional pain is, like, emotional pain's kind of a mixed blessing, because yes, it's painful, but out of that pain, like, it kind of pushes you to evolve as a person. Without emotional pain, you just stay the same.
Right, it gets you, like, become complacent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and, like, pain is there to tell you that something is wrong. Which then forces you to problem solve on what is wrong and how to go about making it better. But then, in the midst of that pain, though, it's easy to feel alone. It's easy to isolate yourself, and it's easy to kind of neglect the thought that, or neglectedly think that, like, nobody cares. And that's really just the pain talking. Like, if you were just to calm down, you'd realize, hey, it actually does matter.
Or yeah, or like kind of like take a step back and think about it logically instead of emotionally. Then yeah.
Yeah. I think we're hardwired as well. Go on.
I was gonna say I like to think myself as a very logical person and don't. Basically, I don't base my decisions on pure emotion. I do, like, and basically whatever I do, there is some thought that goes in.
Yeah.
But, again, we're all susceptible to caving into our emotions.
Right. Well, and being emotional isn't a bad thing. Like, being in tune with your emotions isn't bad. It's kind of just using moderation, like everything within moderation. You don't want to be just this soulless, emotionless, nothing, making decisions on your life based on what's logical, but then again, you don't want to, like, weigh too heavily on your emotions to kind of pave the way either.
And that's one of the things I really liked about Parasite. They kind of explore, hey, humans are more in tune to their emotions than other living organisms. And then over time, by Shinichi having that parasite in him, he basically becomes desensitized to his emotions, and he comes across as as cold and harsh.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're hardwired as people, like, just as a species, to just kind of push past shit, like, just go through life charging full speed ahead. Just kind of charging it blindly and just using brute force as every solution to every problem. I think we feel a sense of pressure to just react to a situation rather than sit back and think. We feel like there's some sort of, like, ticking time bomb ready to go off if we don't react right now.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
I mean, nobody tells each other, hey, you know, it's okay to take a second, take a minute if you need, you know, it's alright. Nobody says that. Everyone's just like, now. Everything's about the now.
Or yeah, basically, you know, you don't have no time to kind of, you know, reflect and absorb what happened.
Some people don't. But you can, like, make time for it. Like, all the important stuff, you make time. And I think it's important to make time for yourself to just be yourself with yourself. And I think everyone was just kind of trying to... They feel a void inside themselves, and they're trying to stuff it with whatever.
Anything, yeah.
Like, people just cannot be silent. Nobody can just chill in a room and be quiet. There's always got to be chatter. There's always got to be drama, and just, there can never be quiet. Whenever there's, like, silence anywhere, people just lose their fucking minds. And, like, emotions, I'll go back on my point, emotions aren't necessarily a bad thing, is you gotta give your emotions time. Like, think on them. Like, if you feel a thing, think on it. Like, why do I feel this thing? What can I do about this thing? And just kind of give it room. Like, you don't... So many people just, like, they feel a thing and they just want to rip it out of themselves and throw it away. Like, if you feel a thing, it's because you're supposed to feel a thing. You're allowed. You're human.
Okay, so brief change of subject, but like, do you want to do like a different mission after that, or do you just want to just keep going?
I need relics, man. I need relics bad.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, continue.
We can do. There's a survival. Oh, there's another defense. We can do defense. Yeah, fuck yeah, Corpus. Defense. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, I think a lot of people just, they want to rip their emotions out of themselves and not spend time with them. They like, sadness or whatever, like, it's, on a certain level, it's good to feel those things, because you're human. Without sadness, you wouldn't appreciate happiness. Without anger, you wouldn't appreciate the quiet, like the quiet times where you can just mellow out and be zen as fuck.
I don't know, I feel like, you know, like, especially with anger, not so much, you know, like sadness, but especially, like, anger is, you know, anger, I would say some people consider that a negative emotion. And I guess it can be if there's like an imbalance of anger. Like, if you're constantly angry, then obviously something is very wrong with you. But it's also at the same time, it's also very normal. Every now and then, you know, if something, you know, upsets you, you can, you know, express your anger.
Yeah. Well, and anger can be good. You can channel it into something positive. You can take that that anger and negative energy, and you can get creative with it. Like, put it into creative energy and make something out of it. Like, make a sculpture out of something that makes you angry, or write a comic about something that makes you angry. Make a, if you're an animator or whatever, if you're good with that sort of thing, like, make a villain based on who or what made you angry.
The reactant is working on your level. Find more.
Or just, like, play the drums or something, like, something that takes effort, and that effort, put that anger to work. And I think one of the healthiest things I've ever done is I put my anger to work. Whenever I was angry living at home with my parents, I would channel all that anger into cleaning my room, and my room was spotless. Whenever I felt depressed, I would write shit down. I would draw, I'd put that energy into something. And on a different note, like, one of the lessons I had to learn was, like, honesty means a lot to me. Like, I want to be honest. I want to be as transparent as possible. But, sometimes the best thing is to not, like, honesty can be very destructive in certain situations. Like, when you're in the midst of an argument and you're really angry, like, sometimes, like, slapping that honesty in someone else's face of what you feel, how you feel, and what you want to say, that can be very destructive.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Especially...
You're not going to feel like that,
well,
5 minutes or the next day.
Yeah, I feel like, like brutal honesty in an argument. I feel like, something that gets, I feel like, someone egging is like, what? Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. Okay, you wanna know how I really feel? And then you tell them how you really feel. Again, also that can kind of go in a vicious cycle, because you tell them the thing, basically tell them basically how you really feel, and then that makes, again, it's kind of going back to our whole like narcissistic people conversation we had a while back. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And in the future, you're less
likely. Yeah, because then that person's gonna tell you how they feel, and then you're gonna react to how they feel, and you're gonna feel something about what they feel.
And then
basically, you're just throwing punches back and forth.
And then whenever that situation comes up the next time, you're less likely to share that because you know the outcome.
Yeah.
Or not the outcome, but you know how it's going to go, and it's typically not well.
Right. But yeah, I think like in certain situations like that, it again, it kind of ties into like not reacting, like giving it thought, be like, all right, I'm feeling this thing. I might not feel this thing, 5 minutes from now or a day from now. I need to give this some time so I can, put my thoughts together. That kind of goes with the, like, you feel pressured to react in the situation. And people will draw it out of you. They'll be like, why? People will ask you, like, why are you not doing anything? Like, what, don't you feel anything? Like, I feel a lot of things right now. I need a day.
Or sometimes, the best solution to resolving whatever you're feeling is just to not really do anything. Just recognize, okay, I'm feeling a little down today, but I know, over time I'll just get over it.
Yeah.
I know out of, there's it's like a handful of times where, people ask me, you look sad today. What's wrong? I was like, yeah, or I'm fine. I just need to get over it. And I don't intend that to sound like malicious or shallow. I just, again, I'm 25 years old. I know how my body thinks and a lot. So usually, and sometimes, I just need to kind of zen out and do something other than mope about my feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, because kind of the flip side of what I've been saying is if you concentrate on your emotions too much, it can be destructive. It kind of goes into moderation. You don't want to full on ignore that you have emotions, and you're neglecting yourself and not giving your emotions time. But you don't want to drone on it. Life keeps happening, and whether or not you feel a thing isn't going to change that.
Fucking nullifiers.
But I've had my fair share of I guess tragedy would be a word for it, but hardship. Just I've witnessed some people in my life die.
You fought with honor.
I've been, a couple of people I cared about died, and I've dealt with grief. I've also had to kill things that really didn't deserve it, but it was kind of a mercy killing in a way. It didn't feel good. I wish there was some other way, but that was the best solution we had at the time. And I think that was pretty traumatic for me, but I don't hold a grudge. Again, it was the best solution at the time.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
But yeah, I know how it feels to kill something that you don't want to kill and then feel like shit afterwards. But it gets better, you make your peace with it. like beating myself up over. You know, I realized beating myself up over it isn't gonna change anything. It's not gonna somehow bring it back. What I did. And kind of bring it back to my original point, where it's, you know, the whole argument thing is like, once you say something, you said it. It's there. It's out in the open. There is no Control Alt Delete. There is no deleting the file. It's out there. Only way to, like, in the middle of an argument, or if you're feeling resentful or some sort of other bad feeling, the only way to not say something you're going to regret later is to just not say anything at all until you know that's what you want to stick with. And I put a lot of effort into not holding back, into just being transparent, being me, and just being 100% honest. But I've come to learn that honesty is kind of relative, because if you're 100% honest and, like, in the moment, like, it's gonna be destructive. Like, you're gonna say shit that you're not going to mean later, as I've previously said. So, like, there's honesty, but within moderation. There's sadness, but you don't want to drown in sadness. You want moderation. Practice a lot of moderation. And it's okay to be miserable. It's anger and all those bad emotions, like, they'll pass. It's not something that's gonna stick with you forever. Especially like young kids, like, they think that everything is gonna last forever. They think that the bad, ill feelings that they're feeling now they're never gonna go away.
Right, and you know, you don't see, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. Well, and again, teenagers, like younger people, they're so in the now. That's all in their universe is now.
Yeah, there's no.
So when their now is miserable, it wrecks their whole life. It wrecks their whole existence. What they're feeling now.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Yeah, it's getting a little hectic. I think we'll leave.
Yeah, I really want to, like, you know, address firing rate on Opticore.
Yeah, I have two builds. I have, like, one that's just straight up damage that is, like, it has the pitiful charge time, but I also have a build that's, like, quick fire.
Is it go allow us to pick a relic?
What?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, I'm picking yours. Alright.
But yeah, with the when Boogie was on the H3 podcast, you know, he talked about a little bit of his mental health, and he, you know, basically, you know, kind of alluded to, you know, what he just said about, you know, kind of being miserable, you know. Basically, and it was after he had his gastric bypass surgery. And he had to undergo a lot of, like, physical therapy. And basically he had, you know, two choices. He could either like, do nothing and take pain meds and, you know, prolong the process, or he could, do the physical therapy and take a medication, but it'll be really painful. But he'll also recover faster. He chose to, again, I think I'm just paraphrasing here, but essentially, he chose a faster recovery time by doing the physical therapy and stuff. And so he lives to the point where, basically, or maybe, he talked to some professional. Oh, maybe it was his therapist, and it was after he had surgery. Or he's basically said to the point, I just need to suffer for a while, and apparently, like a psychiatrist can drop you as a client, because essentially after he made that statement, he was too crazy. But basically, he alluded to they weren't a good fit for each other, in terms of like a professional and mental help stand for.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically alluded to the point is like, I know I'm gonna be miserable, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel after this misery I'm gonna put myself through to recover.
Right.
I know, like I found that comment very interesting.
Yeah. Well, and it can be a very beautiful thing. Like, when you think of like superheroes and their backstories, like the best superheroes always have the tragic backstory. But yeah, one of the, I'm not really big into religion, but one that is kind of cool is, like, this Buddhism kind of doesn't beat around the bush with things. Buddhism is pretty much just puts it right out there, like, everyone in the world is suffering. The world out there is pretty well shit. You're not going to be able to throw a stone without hitting one other person that is suffering. And it's like, what you do, it's not whether or not you suffer, it's what you do in the time that you're suffering. What do you do with it? Do you just do nothing, or are you active in finding a solution? Are you giving back? Are you trying to guide those who are also suffering and trying to ease their suffering?
Okay.
Like, in the way it's kind of dark, but it's pretty genuine and very genius on that whole aspect of things.
Yeah, it doesn't sugarcoat anything. Also, I feel like with Christianity, or not sure it's Christianity or maybe Catholicism, or I feel like other religions, they have like a like a better to have like a scapegoat for everything. Nothing is like, no, it's just who you are. It's I'll use the example for Catholicism. Why is like greed and lust and everything? Oh, that's the work of the devil. That's nothing that if you succumb to that, you're a weak person.
Good point. Well, and I think a lot of religions out there, it doesn't even have to be Christianity. There's a lot of them out there that are heavily based around optimism. And it just, you ask them, like, why am I going through so much? It's like, oh, you're being tested, you're doing great, just keep on going, everything will be fine. Like, more or less lying to you just for the sake of it. Like, just painful, in-your-face optimism at any cost, which is not realistic. I'd feel better if it was more of the case like, why am I going through so much? Like, the world's shit. Only way you're gonna be able to be happy is if you deal with that head on first. Realize that the world is shit. It's gonna be imperfect. Don't waste your time trying to make it perfect. Just work on adapting. Work on yourself first. That way you're in a better spot to help other people.
Right, and also off definition of a perfect world. Basically, a perfect society does exist. However, you have to meet these conditions, and they're very unrealistic.
Yeah. Well, a lot of religions, I think, they encourage blind faith rather than logical thinking.
Right, yeah, and again, I feel like that is especially true with most Catholics.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, believe in this thing. Why do I believe in this thing? Well, if you don't, you'll burn in hell forever. Why would I believe in something that if I don't believe in it, it's going to send me into hell forever? That just sounds like a narcissistic asshole. Don't say anything bad about him, you'll go to hell. Like, why is every consequence of me thinking outside the box put me in hell?
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend
Your religion is hell, okay?
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactor to open relics.
If you think about it, God is really just a tyrant. You can't say anything bad about him, otherwise that's a sin. Sins make you go to hell.
You can't really, enjoy yourself, because that's a sin.
Yep, enjoying yourself is a sin. Just anything really. I mean, anything besides breathing. I mean, it even made thinking too much about food a sin. Just thinking about food.
Does that kind of, does that kind of fall under like the whole like the gluttony sin?
Yeah. It's a form of gluttony for sure. It's not even like eating the food, it's thinking about it.
Well, shit.
It's thinking about what flavors you like. It's thinking about how you want to prepare your food.
Well, shit. I've a express ticket to hell, if that's the case. Cause, as you know, I fucking love food, but who doesn't?
Well, and like according to the church, food is supposed to be bland as fuck. You're supposed to use 3 spices in a specific way, and everything is just supposed to taste bland. You're supposed to eat food for nourishment. You're not supposed to enjoy it.
No wonder Jesus tastes like shit. and that's probably why literally his blood is wine. Because he drove himself insane. He was so much of a raging alcoholic that his blood is literally wine.
Probably got sick of all the Christianity. She's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna drink. Can't tell me what to do, fuckers. I'm Jesus. I'll drink if I wanna.
I'm the leader of your cult.
I'm the supposed son of God. What you got on me? You ain't got shit.
That's it.
You gotta move,
You know what
man.
Jesus
Finish
For that
your
remark,
mission
you're
and
hiding
take a
all the
look
wine.
inside.
Bitch, I turned the water into wine. Fuck you.
And also, I am bread.
Oh god, no wonder that game is so infuriating. You're playing as Jesus. Dude, why has nobody made this into a meme? Oh my god, we're sitting on a gold mine here. Dude.
Or at the very least, just make it into like a mod in the game. You know, I know.
Dude, we can make put Jesus toast, like Jesus toast, and then be like, I am bread. There you go. There's your meme. I mean, it's like a satire sandwich. You got satire on top of satire on top of satire.
God damn it! I think if there's any other like potential big game developers out there listening, feel free to use that idea, but please credit us. But
Yeah, literally, we will not copyright strike you or anything. Like, you have full reign, full freedom.
Yeah, all we ask,
America.
all we ask is that you kind of give us some credit, and it could be, you know, in, like the very last page of the credits, and special
It doesn't even
things
have to be really big letters. It could be little tiny small print, as long as it's there. Just a little bit of credit for the idea. Well, I think Jordan, I think you deserve most of the credit on that one. I'm not gonna Cartman you and try and take all the credit. All I did was dress it up a little bit, and most of that was you.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
God, alright, you know what? I need to make a meme. I need to write this down. I need to get on this as soon as possible. I am bread equals Jesus. Jesus toast.
What's your, you know, hit triangle?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And pick your relic.
Jesus toast. Shows other satire with that one. There's three things we're gonna put together.
Keep fighting.
And literally, like the design of that could literally just be like a piece of white toast with a cross burned on it with the halo. Boom.
No, like Jesus' face, like someone. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but somebody was toasting toast or toasting bread. They were toasting bread, and it came out looking like Jesus' face.
Oh, I know
and it
exactly
sold on
what you're talking
eBay
about.
for like $1 million.
I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah, it was like back in like 2012, 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, that was the reference I was making, was the Jesus toast.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Yeah, there's like there's yeah, it's also I think that same year something like ridiculous, like there's like a Cheeto looked like something and sold for a bunch of like a shit ton of money because it looked like a one-off thing.
Yep. Oh, have you seen the world's biggest Dorito?
I have not.
Go to Unbox Therapy, and one of their videos is the world's largest Doritos chip. Literally, Doritos themselves make it, and there's like 40 of them in existence, and it's a nacho cheese Dorito, extra thick, extra humongous. Let me size comparison. Well, size comparison. It's shit. What size of your TV?
Oh wow, that's pretty
And they
big.
have it framed. They have it vacuum sealed in plastic. There's a certificate of authenticity that comes with it. It comes in a pretty snazzy box. But he eats it, and he passes around pieces of it to the rest of the crew. And they ate one of the 43 largest Doritos in existence. And it could probably sell for a huge chunk of cheese, but they fucking ate it. Apparently, there's a lot of nacho cheese on that Dorito.
Let's say, was it being shared with a bunch of like 20-something-year-olds?
30s, I think.
Oh.
I think everyone on the crew is in their 30s. Yeah, the guy in Unbox Therapy, he's a Canadian. I think his name is Lou. But he mostly he does like tech. He's really into tech, like the cutting edge of tech. Mostly smartphones. Like he's always, there's always things being done with smartphones, and he's kind of getting burnt out on smartphones. He's like, there needs to be a game changer. Like pretty much every smartphone on the market right now is just a dime a dozen.
Yeah,
Nothing special anymore.
I could really see that.
And the one that he's really passionate about is, like, the whole phone is screen. There's no bezel to it at all. There's no border. It's solid screen all the way.
Yeah, I know. I think I might have seen that. Did like Samsung make it?
No. It's actually it's a company that's still in development. 1X, I think they're called.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I feel like I've seen it on a weird, like, YouTube binge.
Yeah, I would recommend Unbox Therapy. The guy's really passionate about tech. And he gives his honest feedback on it. He's like, whether or not it's practical, whether or not, it's worth whatever. Is it a wise investment? Should you probably not invest? He gives his honest feedback on it. He holds himself responsible to the audience for honest feedback. He's really passionate about bringing the latest and greatest to the audience, raising awareness about the next person trying the next best thing. Yeah, I think 1X actually, they did a tour with him. They let him go around the facility and they showed him, what it took to make the phone.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Press a button and there's a little, like, it comes out of the phone. Like, it has like a motor, like a dedicated motor to pushing the camera out of the phone. It's like a little rectangle that comes out and then it goes back in.
Okay.
But yeah, he's always like, about sound quality. He gives comparisons with different phones that are popular. And whenever he does like a review on a phone, he actually switches. He puts his SIM card in that phone, and he's like, "I'll check. I'll give an update later on how well I like this phone after using it a while.
Don't forget the reactant. You need more.
Which I think is pretty cool. Like, he's using the product himself, so you kind of get like a user's opinion on it.
Yeah, it's getting like a more in-depth review. Because it's probably really easy, you know, probably really easy to just turn the phone on, play with it for a little bit, and then give your input.
Well, he does that, but he also will give an update on like just usage,
Right,
practicality,
yeah,
that sort of thing.
Yeah, you know, I feel like with some channels, you know, after they just, you know, turn on and play with it, then they give their final thoughts, and not actually use it for, say, a week or two.
I think he uses it for a month. Yeah, I think a month or two he uses it. But yeah, he does get it, like, he's been around phones enough, so like it's like through exposure of different ideas for phones, it takes a lot to get a rise out of them. So he's not one of those that over-exaggerate for entertainment purposes, but you can tell when he's genuine, like he's excited about a phone. Well, not just phones, like, again, the speakers, bunch of other, just tech in general. Gaming devices, laptops.
Yeah, I think I might have seen a couple of his like gaming stuff, or just like, you know, what, or maybe it could be like another channel that I've seen. But we have this basic ass PS4. We're gonna really like make it as beastly as humanly possible.
Oh no, that's not his channel. He doesn't make things beefy. He gets things sent to him and he tests it out.
Okay, so yeah, that has to be another channel.
There was a gaming laptop. It's supposed to take place of your desktop. It's supposed to basically be like a portable gaming desktop, but in a laptop form.
Okay.
And he's like, it's probably not gonna, you know, you're not gonna be. It's not top tier. It's not the best out of the whole like PC universe. But if you're looking for portable gaming, if you're, you know, you're going to whatever convention, you want to throw some gaming in there, like this is probably the best for that. But as like a replacement for a gaming setup, like nothing's gonna be better than a desktop. Also, the laptop was fairly noisy. Like, this is definitely not a quiet machine.
Oh, probably with all like the fans and processors going and all that.
Yeah, the fans did it. Like, there's a lot of power in these fans. You know, they put a lot of effort into the cooling, but maybe with headphones or earbuds, you wouldn't notice the difference. But if you're gonna do recording or anything like that, your mic is definitely gonna pick up that noise. But yeah, he goes over call quality, sound quality, mic quality, everything.
For the Lotus.
Oh, camera. He's really big into cameras as well, like resolution. He has what he calls the beard hair test. If you can't count individual hairs on his beard, he does not want to deal with you. He's like, get out of here. You're not even part of the game anymore. Get out of here. He also looks for like lighting, like he has a very good setup for lighting and everything in his studio. And he's like, if this camera can't pick up these good lightings, then don't get it. Don't even bother. He makes jokes. He makes fun of like pop culture. Like, it's all about that selfie game. This camera can't keep up. Your Snapchats, your Instagrams are not going to be looking their best. It's game over. Shit. That bubble got me. I killed myself. My freaking blast weapon got me. Then again, I should probably go in my invincible form more often. So it's kind of my fault, again, for not being invincible. But yeah, I strongly recommend his channel. He's a very entertaining dude. He's funny, he's chill. Oh shit.
Oh
Shit.
I just jogged for shits and giggles.
Oh shit. What's everyone doing?
I was like, I could keep going.
Should I stay or should I go? I guess we're going. Alright, I'm gonna be invincible more often now. I made that mistake. I'm not making it again.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your
we took Kip for a swim. She sinks like a stone, man. She does not like the water. Except for like she gets antsy when I go, like I dip my head underwater. She thinks I'm drowning, and so she'll swim over to make sure I'm okay. And she'll put her paws on my shoulders to make sure I can touch, and then she goes right back for shore.
Aww. But probably no surprise that she sinks. So she is one solid dog.
Yep, she's all muscle, and she's not very buoyant at all. She can barely keep her head up. I wish we were free this weekend, because we were probably going to go to Grapple Pit again this weekend.
Transference still holding.
Wish you can come over and hang over and...
That's it. I could probably swing by on Sunday.
Alright. Do you have Monday off, honey? No? Oh, shit. Well, maybe after work we could go... Huh? I don't know, I just asked.
I said Sunday.
Oh,
Not Monday.
Sunday. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Well, I know you have Sunday off, but I thought he said Monday. My bad. Anyway, what do you think Sunday going over to the gravel pit again with Jordan? Okay, sounds good. We'll be glad to have you. Bring something to swim in.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
One thing I will warn you about the gravel pit is the water has a weird current to it, and it pulls you towards the center of the gravel pit, where it's deepest.
Okay.
And it's pretty strong, like, you don't realize that at first, and then, like, you dunk your head around, like, oh shit, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Oh shit.
So, do you ever go to Moats Park?
What park?
It's Moats Park. It's a little. It's like a little like. It's like a little beach area. It's on DeWitt Road, north of town.
Where's
Like,
it at?
It's on DeWitt Road. So I want to say it's between Colony and French Road.
Oh, okay, so yeah, St. John's, alright. No, I don't think I've been to that park.
So I never been there, but I drive by it all the time, and it looks like a really nice park. And I think they do allow dogs.
Nice.
Or heck, I'm even free tomorrow.
Alright. Well, we're free tomorrow as well. Does tomorrow work for you?
Yeah, it works for me.
Oh, you, honey. What? Okay.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Huh? Okay. Yeah, only thing she has planned is fireworks, and that's not until 10 o'clock at night. So we good. Huh? Oh, he wants to go to the gravel pit with us. Well, I think he's heading up north tomorrow night.
No, I'm heading up north. I gotta work Thursday and Friday.
Oh.
We're done here.
Yeah,
The
the only
extraction
reason,
team will take
well,
over from
the
here.
holiday's
Time to
tomorrow.
evacuate.
Yeah, holidays tomorrow. So you have to work Thursday and Friday?
Yep.
Shit.
Again, I'm retail, so gotta make that not YouTube money.
Make that not Twitch money. We need to become Twitch slots so we can get the Twitch money.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie? You guys, can we copy strike PewDiePie?
Number 15. Can we copyright strike PewDiePie? The last thing you want with your YouTuber's career is to be copyright struck. That's exactly what he's gonna get. Alright.
I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
Okay. I think I like this color. Maybe I'll brighten it up a little bit. Holy shit, that's too bright. Okay. There. Oh, why did my mind go there?
Let's do this.
Give me a second, I'm trying to show you a video. I'm sending you something that it's gonna be hilarious.
Okay.
Alright. It's sent.
Oh, I see you really love those vines. Like every single one of them are hilarious,
Yep.
and they kind of hold up pretty well. Like they're not, that's cringy as fuck vine. Like no, those. There's something about a toy dinosaur doing a light of cocaine.
Addicted to cocaine.
That is fucking hilarious.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you copy?
Well, it reminds me of the old lady on Deadpool that's, I guess, addicted to cocaine.
You're near a fissure.
Maybe she's a dinosaur.
Their tropic reactant. Use it to crack open a relic.
Yeah, like, I think like my favorite vine by that person is like, "You want to do some fucking cocaine? Ah!"
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
I think I know what one you're talking about. Hold on, I'll try to find it.
Yeah, I want to say this. I think it was like the very first vine that came out on that account. I know some other person. I forget who's the person who created that character, but I want to say it starts with a P.
Those projectiles are actually pretty small. I'm using your stasis to look at my projectiles when they come out of my gun, and they're tiny. Who knew something that small would do that much damage? And that is also what she said.
relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Now remember, it's round 5, so we need to leave.
It's the best pro strat.
God, I love this rocket launcher. Oh, come on, I'm hitting you. Take damage. Don't give me that shit. You're one dead motherfucker, deal with it.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
For a second there, I thought like shark bear. I thought it said sugar bear.
Sugar bear.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
I guess part of me, like, my mind wanted so desperately for me if I had to read Sugar Bear, but it was clearly Shark Bear.
Alright, I hope that's the right thing that you were talking about. I think I found the thing you were referencing to before. And then I put that mic away from my mouth.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually.
Yep. A lot of yelling going on. Hey, there's a lot of yelling in literally all of his vines.
Loud equals funny. Yeah, I need to darken my energy color. My energy color is fucking crazy. Can't see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, not sure if I showed you this, but there's this guy made a video pretty much attacking the whole feminist movement or whatever. He brought up some good points, but one of the things that kind of like, I'm just not so sure about in his rant was, like he tried, there's a statistic on, like, on humor, and the statistic is men are more funny in general as women when compared to women. Women are not as funny as men. And his take was like, for men, humor is kind of an outlet for all the emotions that we're told, like, when we're younger and when we're growing up, like, we're not supposed to have, like, men are not, boys are not supposed to cry, that sort of thing, like, we're supposed to man it up or whatever, and, like, humor is kind of that outlet. And so, like, women don't really have humor in that regard because most of their emotions are pretty well accepted and respected. Like, women are not, they're not looked down upon for crying. They're expected to, and it's perfectly acceptable for them to cry for whatever reason. And, the guy, that was a pretty interesting take on things. But where he lost me was, like, he's like, humor has chroniclings and suffering. Like, that's what makes humor great, is that you take something that is, take suffering and you basically put it in the hyperbole and it becomes humorous. Like, you realize how what's the word you used? You basically realize how ridiculous the situation is, and so you can laugh about it. And I don't really, like, I understand that, I think that's more dark humor. Like, dark humor is the type of humor where it has crimes and suffering. You joke about some horrible shit.
Alright.
I think that's humor in general, because it doesn't have to be about suffering. It doesn't have to have a crime and suffering to be humor. That's where toilet humor comes in. Like, there's no suffering in toilet humor. You just put in a fart joke, and it's hilarious. That has nothing to do with pain or misery or any of that stuff. It's just a baseline humor that everyone can find humorous. Everyone can laugh at that.
Extraction is ready. Unless
It doesn't take an absurd amount of brain power to come up with an interesting fart joke. And it's different, like, it's also, like, there's sexual jokes. Like, there's other jokes other than dark humor. And I think that's where he kind of went off left field, is less than accurate at that point. If he were to just put dark in front of humor, that would have been a really good, interesting point.
Another opportunity.
And there are more male comedians than there are female comedians. There's more now, and they're starting to come out of the woodwork, and they're starting to really be funny, but you have certain comedians who are female who aren't funny.
Don't forget the reaction.
They're not relatable to our audience. They're just lame.
I assume, so I probably assume he meant, people like comedians like Amy Schumer, who is clearly not funny, is trying to be funny, and will call you a sexist if you don't laugh at her jokes, pretty much.
Right. Well, and, like, you have Roseanne, but Roseanne's not all that funny. You have her face. Rosie O'Donnell. She's not really all that funny.
No,
But you do
basically,
have some funny females out there. Like you do have, Ellen DeGeneres, some very well-known females who are comedians, and they're really good. I think Whoopi Goldberg had a few humorous bits that were a pretty good hit. Mostly she's wholesome though. She's took on a stance of mostly being wholesome. Trying to think. There's some other ones out there. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
How about I show you the video? It's actually a pretty interesting video. Makes a lot of good points, but and then like he kind of gets sidetracked, and like instead of talking about sexism, he gets caught up in talking about racism out of nowhere. Like he kind of just derails into racism.
I feel like PewDiePie. I feel like he talked about that, or that same video a while back. Or basically, someone made the argument. You know, on paper it sounds like, well, duh, but sexism does not equal racism.
No. Well, and it had nothing to do with what he was talking about originally. He just kind of derailed and went off on a tangent. But then he did bring it back to sexism, so like it was a temporary derailment. And he kind of does get bitter about the whole feminist thing. Like, I don't really think it's worth getting bitter over. And it's not like feminism by definition isn't bad. It's more or less the belief of equality, but people are taking it to an extreme. So the new like pop culture definition of feminism is like women are superior to men. Which I don't really understand. Like, if you're trying to make women out to be superior to men, that kind of derails your whole point, because you're doing exactly the same thing that you're holding a grudge against men for.
First of all, are you aware, like, basically there's been a period of time when BuzzFeed was releasing like pro-feminism videos on YouTube, I think it is. Well, basically,
the whole rant was based on BuzzFeed's like 50 questions for men or something like that.
Oh yeah, and H3.
Huh? I can't hear you. Oh, 36 questions per minute. I have to find that video.
Actually, BuzzFeed released again. There's a period of time where they released quite a few. I guess you would say it's like pro feminism videos. And one of the videos that they released is women try quote manspreading for a week, and basically the whole message I feel like they horribly missed the message.
Yeah.
But again,
here, I'm sending you the video real quick. Let me check the length of the video. It's 32 minutes long, so
okay.
Watch it pretty much on your own time. Let me know what you think. And I don't think we have enough time on stream to get through this.
Right. So basically, with the whole women manspreading thing, I actually first heard of this through H3H3, and Ethan he tears him a new hassle, but he doesn't actually do. I get what you're trying to do, but how you presented it does not work.
All right, hold on. What is manspreading, first of all?
Basically, manspreading is you just open your legs pretty wide.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You
got it.
And apparently these women, they think manspreading is these women on BuzzFeed think that men are doing this intentionally. I get to understand to the point, but also, in one clip, Ethan Fighter calls that's not manspreading. That's just you being a bitch. That's just you laying down on taking up 2 bus seats. That's just you being a bitch. He really lets into it. It's actually really funny.
Well, again, that's kind of been this guy I just messaged you the video on. He kind of debunks that too. Is guys' balls sweat. They need to breathe. They need to they sit to your legs. They just go all over the place. It's a practical thing to have to widen your legs. And the women's side is well, I got boobs. You don't see me shuffling my arms, taking up 2 seats. But your chest, your boobs point forwards. They don't really get in your way, so to speak. They can if you're jogging or something. You don't have a sports bra on. But other than that, they don't really get in the way. They go forward. Your arms move for the majority of your movement for your arms is sideways. They're not really in the way.
Well, also these women in BuzzFeed, they talk about how should men be seated? Two basically legs closed tight, thighs together. It's well, for one, whoops. Yeah, for one, that is. Hold on, let me. Okay, without pinching your balls, it is virtually impossible. You will not see a sane man, go inner thigh to inner thigh. You just don't see that.
Well, unless he got really small equipment down there. If he can keep his legs together comfortably, he's got small equipment down there, and rest in peace for his manhood.
But for the most part...
Moment of silence for his manhood.
Right, but for the most part, you don't see men, sit like that because they physically can't. It causes us pain.
Yeah.
And so basically, when these women do it, a couple of them, they overly do it. They actually
they throw into hyperbole.
Yeah. And it's one's I feel like a monster at the manspreading. I just realized I kind of sound like pyrocynical. So there you go. If you ever need to do a pyrocynical impression, just try to do an impression of a British woman, and that's pyrocynical.
Wow! Shots fired! God damn!
Again, I should also go on record. I didn't mean to be any offense. Of the videos I've seen, I liked your videos, but
I think it's a little late for that one, man. I think it's a little late.
Well, that's
damage done.
Look, you can all admit that, WSJ.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
But yeah, he kind of sounds like an American white male trying to do an impression of a British woman. But yeah, it's like after men's spreading for a week, I felt like a monster. You know, how could you how could you do this, men? How could you be a monster and man spread all the time?
You monster frisbee! No!
Oh, I got activity to break in.
Oh, you just got Octavia?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want, I'll send you a video on a build. I want Octavia too. I want to try out the build, but I do not have Octavia right now. And getting a hold of DE for a support ticket is probably the best time for that because they're all concentrated on, you know, everything getting ready for TennoCon and, you know, the sacrifice and all this other stuff. So this is probably the worst time to have to get a hold of DE. I'm not holding grudges, but damn. I'm ready whenever you are. Yeah, actually, I'll try to find you that video right now. This, I found a YouTube channel that does a lot of for all the builds for different Warframes. Octavia. Let me find the video. But yeah, he's got like everything guides to Warframe, so like everything Rhino, everything Inaros. Like he has like he goes over in detail without being boring about it.
Okay.
He gives you the ins and outs and why he did what he did, and he encourages you to kind of come up with your own build, but he gives you a build to kind of get your bearings. Like a build that you can really be proud of. But he's like, you know, this is just my take on things. This is what my preference. I strongly urge you to, you know, take my build and kind of make it your own.
Okay. And how do you like edit? Probably have to get her ability, but I know you can like make songs with Octavia. Like, do you have to get her third ability to do that?
I think you can do it in the arsenal. There should be an option for it. It should be like an R2 option or something when you go into the arsenal. Or maybe you have to go into appearance first. I don't know.
Let's see here.
It's either just in the arsenal in general when you have her selected, or it's R2. Like you have to have her equipped and selected, and I think you hit R2.
Oh, well, I want to like edit. Basically, I want to do like have like an actual song.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had a song. I had the Darth Vader theme song when I had Octavia. I mean, you can probably put in the YouTube Octavia songs, and it'll probably show you how, what, like, because different people do different songs. You probably could choose a song that you want, and also know how to edit the song. Might be an appearance though.
Okay, so I'm in appearance.
Do you see anything?
No, I don't.
Because the button for it was shown in the bottom right.
Oh. Yeah, it's under attachments.
Oh, it's under attachments. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, Or no.
All right.
Hold on. So upgrade. Nope, not upgrade. Appearance. Okay, so it's just under appearance.
All right. But yeah, do you want me to send you a video on like different song options that you can use?
I can do that on my own time.
Okay.
Alright, so I know how to make songs now.
Alright.
What was the last video that you sent me?
Hold on.
Yeah, not the...
Oh, it's the Octavia guide.
Okay.
Like, how to mod her and what to look for, that sort of thing. Just kind of a general consensus on what a good build for Octavia would look like.
Alright, yeah, because right now I have range and duration
Keep the
up.
enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies.
I know she's
Trigger
range.
the alarm. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you
I think she does a little bit of everything. I think it's range, duration,
Life support
and
has been
strength.
cut off. They're trying
Maybe
to
just range and
control-
duration though. Yeah, it might be like more of a limbo build where it's just range and duration.
The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low.
Shit, I didn't go invincible.
You found it.
Ah, that's my mistake.
Look for reactant.
I got killed by space aids. There we go.
The enemies are dropping reactant. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Tenno, prepare for life support.
Come on, motherfuckers. Ain't so tough now that I got my lens.
Additional life support has arrived.
Oh, now I know what song I want to do for Octavia. I want to do, We Will Rock You.
Nice.
I feel like that would be really easy. It will translate really well to how to, like, do her music.
Yeah, I think so.
Life support incoming.
Yeah, really? I think it'll be almost all percussion. Yeah, basically it'll be like percussion and some chanting, or however you get like the vocals in there.
Well, you can even just do the regular riff, you know, the...
Like the
I've
boom
delivered
boom
another
clap.
life support capsule.
No, the... You know, it's like the chorus. Kind of like the whole repetitive chorus riff for the
Oh, like-
guitar.
We will rock you.
That's it.
Like that
Open
part?
the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
That's more of the singing, but anyway. Oh wait, sorry, I had a total mindfuck. I was thinking of a totally different song. We Will Rock You by Queen. Got it. I was thinking, Like a Hurricane.
Oh.
When you said We Will Rock You, I immediately, like, my mind went to Like a Hurricane for whatever reason. So yeah, I was just like, it's 4 chords. It'd be perfect, 4 chords. But We Will Rock You. Now that would be, I don't know. I'm not sure. You'd have to do the singing part for We Will Rock You to really make it sound like We Will Rock You. Like the boom boom clap.
When you need it, extraction is ready. Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause.
You could probably do like the Doom theme, like the original theme for Doom. Probably could do that one.
You are going to
Oh yeah, that'll be.
if you want to open that letter.
It's already in like 8-bit synth, so it'll be pretty easy to translate if you're like if you know how to read music, you can pretty much do anything with Octavia.
Life support on the
Yeah.
way.
But I am a music reading pleb and don't know jack shit about it.
Same here.
Like
Pretty much the gist of it is, the higher up on the page it is, the higher the note, the lower the note is on the page, the lower the note sounds. That's all I know.
Another life
I
support
was like,
capsule
oh, this is a C sharp. This is a D minor. It's like, how the fuck do you know what that is? I don't know, I was really impressed when someone did a Smooth Criminal with Octavia. Like
Nice.
that was no. Well, I think we played an Octavia that had that. That was a little while ago. Might have been when we were farming for Zephyr Prime parts.
Okay.
Yeah, we played someone that, you know, they were playing as Octavia, and they were playing Smooth Criminal.
life support on the way.
Well, at least the baseline to it.
That's all really you need. I'm trying not to let you die. Gonna get there. Gotta move. You know, fuck it. I gotta move fast. I'm gonna be soft. No, didn't get there in time. Fuck.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Fucking Christ, I'm like uber squishy.
You need to stay next to me, man. Stay in the bubble.
But
I know
I'm
it's a tight bubble, but
I'm a big girl. I'll do what I want.
I'm also a big girl, but I'm also invincible.
support incoming. Additional life supply has arrived.
I'm getting red crits with this. God damn.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Brett and Prime Stock or Brett and Prime Stock?
So many options.
Foundry item complete. Okay. I'm gonna complete. I'm gonna conclude. Oh shit. You're way over there. Gonna get to you. Yeah.
The reactor is working on your relic. Find more.
Fuck!
Wait, where's my weapon? You took my weapon? You piece of shit! You are making me so mad. Took both my weapons, you fuck! Fuck you! Did they seriously just take another one of my fucking weapons? Look, stop with the fucking weapon taking. You're not gonna win, I'm fucking invincible, fucking deal with it.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I hate to be that guy, but I think we need to extract.
End my suffering. Alright, we'll go.
These guys are a little too strong for me right now.
What are you talking about? You're doing just fine.
Ah, suck it up. You're being a little bitch.
We're afraid of bitch, you faggot.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright, I'm gonna continue researching how to get the thing. Get Octavia's blueprint a second time around. There we go, finally fucking loads.
Oh, someone did it. Someone already did We Will Rock You with Octavia. Oh, Octavia meme songs in Reddit. This is where the good shit's at. All the good shit's in Reddit.
Okay, there's a nighttime extract mission that's up. What's up in my dojo? Oh, Forma. Alright, got it. I mean Foundry, not dojo. Why did I say dojo? It's Foundry. Okay, this is for Nights and Extract.
Alright, and now in 24 hours I will have a Helios Prime.
Nice. I just have regular Helios. And I have Shade, Wyvern Prime, and Carrier Prime. I have Prisma Shade, which is a stealth sentinel.
Okay, I think I just have regular Carrier. I don't have Wyvern Prime because it came with the bundle with Ember and Loki.
Yeah. No. No bugs.
Drawing a blank here.
No. You're only being cute because you think there's food up here with me, which there isn't.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
What was one shot with a... Oh. Can I No, quit moving so much. I want to shoot you with the lens.
Track them down quickly.
Never mind, he's dead.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. You are surrounded by Premier Marines.
Well, that was quick. And that is also what she said. Honey, what were we doing that I hit you with the Laura reference? You said something that just like automatically reminded me of the Laura thing from Game Grumps. What was that? Oh, damn it. But yeah, I hit it really good with the Laura reference. She's like, really? And it's like, sorry, you left it wide open. I had to. It fit the situation.
My name is Laura. My name is 38, and I'm from Orlando.
I'm 35 and single.
I spent all my time working at the foreign modeling agency, but not as a model, but as a receptionist.
Star Wars is my Bible.
I'm one of the most nerdiest girls you'll ever meet. Star Wars is my Bible.
Eat Pyrosec. If you're in a football game and you run out of chips, eat Pyrosec. It'll bring you joy.
I spent my Friday nights waffle, rolling on the floor, loving. Hello, my name is Becky. I'm from a small town, Connecticut.
And I moved to Madagascar, where my best friend was a sloth!
I believe I'm gonna call it a night here.
Yep, it's that time, so see you tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah, tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.